Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast.
I've got 3 little words to share with ladies especially who will understand how...
Should Sam and I leave?
No, you're going to like this, but 3 little words that make my heart race, and it's not very often that I get to say them, but estate sale jewelry.
Yeah.
What? Did you notice my new awesome ring today, Sam? Murphy knows about it. I keep shining it around.
Is that real or costume?
It's real. It's a sterling silver.
Oh.
It's a really good ring, and I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So can sterling silver be costume jewelry? Or
I don't
is costume
know.
Jewelry truly just like
I don't know
all fake metals?
I don't know what
I don't know.
category this falls in, but I know it's a good ring. I will say that.
Yeah.
So I went to this Phoebe, Saturday morning, I'm minding my own business, and our youngest daughter, Phoebe, texts me. I'm literally not even dressed. No makeup, hair in a bun. Murphy's playing an album for me, playing vinyl. We're having a good old time, and Phoebe's like, Mom, I just left one estate sale. I'm going to another one near the house. Come join me. If I'm ever going to see her, I have to join her in her life where she is, because she's always on the run. So I got dressed pretty quickly, and I went to an estate sale with her and her boyfriend and his parents. And
everybody
was there. They were already rolling, and it was fun. And and it was a nice place, and we had fun looking around. I actually bought a chair there, but
just
then
a chair,
a sweet pink chair for a bedroom.
Ah, okay.
And it was like the second day of the estate sale, so like 25% off. So it's really cute, and
it is good.
Perfect little chair.
Look, I leave all of that stuff to Jodi. I don't try to choose. I don't do interior decorating. I don't profess to know the best way to do those things. So
What's
Jodi
funny is that I
chooses.
wasn't really looking for it, but in the back of my mind, I've been wanting a chair for our bedroom in that one little corner for years. But it wasn't important that I have it. When I saw that, I was like, "That's mine. That's it."
Well, you're getting a deal when it's an estate sale.
It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Anyway, but they had just come from another one. They were like, we just came from this really nice estate sale where we didn't buy anything, and there's all kinds of art everywhere, and it's an Art Deco situation. It's a mid-century modern house, and they told me where it was, and I was like, I want to go to that just to see it. And it was really cool. It was a really cool house to walk through. Murphy was busy at home. He didn't join me. You would have loved the house, Murph. But I'm just walking around, minding my own business. I walk into this room. There's really art everywhere and furniture and high dollar. Like, to me, it would be like, I can't pay that much. And you're paying estate sale prices. You're not paying new. And it was just cool to be in there. And I was about to leave. I was in this back room with this double desk, big, beautiful, antique piece of gorgeous desk where you would literally 2 people sit across from each other. It was gorgeous. I'm about to walk out, and there's this little boy. He's probably about 2 or 3. He's standing in front of this little thing of jewelry, and he's playing with all the rings. And I'm like, jewelry? Nobody said anything about jewelry. That's one of the first things I like to see at an estate sale.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a lady's jewelry. And if it's under glass, it's the real stuff. Anyway, there were 17, 20 rings, and they were all cool. I thought, she has taste that I like. So that's cool. I was about to leave, and this one just screamed my name. And I thought, how much is this? Because I'm surrounded by art. So I'm thinking higher dollar. It was, listed at $30-something, but it was also a sale day. So I got it for like $20. And I went home later. You don't know this, Murphy, and I Googled, and I looked around at rings like this. And if it is real sterling silver, which I think that it is, it's a couple $100 at least.
Oh, is it really?
$200 or $300, this style, this design.
Is it really?
Depending on the designer. Now, I don't see the designer written in here. Anyway, I just like it. It doesn't matter. It was $20.
Are you going to sell it?
No, I'm going to rock it.
Oh, okay.
It's just exciting. It's just cool.
Yeah.
And I was excited to get it, And now once I've done that, I've gone to a million estate sales where I didn't buy anything. It's just fun to go look. But now it's like that's in my brain to look at the jewelry first. Once you've had a find, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought you always hit the jewelry first.
Well, it depends on what I hit
or
first.
the kitchen. Sometimes you'll hit the kitchen like for the dishes and that stuff.
Honestly, I make a decision within about 3 seconds of stepping in the door. Because if I like the decor, I'm thinking, I should see the art. And if I like this person's taste, you can tell a lot about a home as soon as you step in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Have you ever left an estate sale once you walked in and gone, okay, this is going to be
I've
fun.
walked in before going, this is going to be rough. For my taste.
Yeah.
And when it's going to be rough, I hit the books. I see what kind of books they have. Because you can get a book for $1 at an estate sale.
Well, that's the thing. Look, clothing, art, jewelry, all of that stuff is in the eye of the beholder. So it's going to vary, by estate sale.
Totally.
I like to hit, obviously, the workshops, those areas.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody
Murphy hits
does the
shed.
same thing for tools and that sort of thing. And usually the estate sale organizers, it's a great business for these people to be in because, as somebody who's actually been through that, where we've lost both parents, I've lost both parents, and then you have this house full of stuff. The estate sale people go in, they catalog everything for you. They price everything for you. They do everything, and they do a great job of organizing it. Once you've been to, and I don't know if you do estate sailing very often, Sam.
I haven't been to my first one.
But you should try it at least once to see, because it's fascinating to see. I don't know. To me, I like the kind of story that comes out of somebody's house because it does tell a story about them.
Right.
And then sometimes you'll just find unique things. Sometimes it's just like, wow, I haven't seen that in a long time. But the professional estate sale organizations, they take a percentage and they organize everything. So when you go into each room, you can kind of predict, what room is going to be, this is all electronics in here.
Right.
This is all books right here. This is all jewelry right here. Everything is separated out. So
categorized.
And categorized to make it really, really, easy to
it's a lot of work when you look at what they've done.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work for it to be as organized as it is.
Yeah.
And when you want something sort of big and there's 1,500 people walking around, it feels like, if there's 20 people in the house, you guys are all being nice to each other and sharing rooms. Once I saw that pink chair and I knew I wanted it, I grabbed a lady who was working there and I said, I want that pink chair. She goes, okay, I'll put the sold sticker on it for you. And as soon as she put it down, there were other people looking at it. And she was like, oh, you got that chair? I said, I'm sorry.
Is that a rule for estate sales? If you like it, grab it. If you can hold it or...
Yeah, you can grab it. There's also a holding place usually wherever their table is set up for you to make payment. They usually have another side table where you can put your stuff down if you don't want to carry it. Like you can make a little pile or put your stuff in a little bin.
Yeah, and then of course if you don't have the room and you need a truck or something like that to pick it up, you have to pay for it, obviously. But then it's there, when you want to get it. But when I think about it. If we go back, Jodi, in our family room, our bedroom, there are at least 3 rooms where we have 5 to 6 pieces of furniture that have all come from estate sales.
And I wasn't looking for furniture.
Right. And it's a huge savings. I know you think about, should she sell the ring or not? But to me, the point is, if it's something you really want, you're getting a heck of a discount and deal on it. You know what I mean? When you can get a couch for $150, it's in perfect condition that actually looks like what you're looking for is pretty cool.
We've not done that, but I will say the pink chair thing, I wasn't really, but as soon as I saw it, it's like, I know exactly where I'd put that and I love it and it's in good condition. And Phoebe was there, she's like, that's the sweetest thing ever. She said, can I have dibs on that one day? I'm like, totally. But what's funny is that I was in my car, Murphy's Batmobile, and I was like, I'll back up and, you guys can put it in the car for me. And it was such a light chair that Phoebe's boyfriend just carried it to the car for me and put it in there.
When Jodi told me to come help her get it out, I went in there. I thought I was going to throw it on the back. It was so light when I was expecting something much heavier.
It's actually could be a vanity chair. I could use it at my vanity. It's like a very feminine looking sweet chair.
Yeah, and
I like it so much.
I just don't. As much fun as I do have going to those, because anytime I go with you, Jodi, it's a blast. Fun. I don't think about doing that until Jodi asked me to go.
And I wasn't going to do anything. Yeah. I was literally going to sit there and drink my coffee. But Phoebe, she's busy. She's just turned 20, and we don't see her as much. So when she invites me to do something, I try to show up. And it was fun to see her for just a few minutes. Yeah. And she took me throughout, and she was like, "I want you to see this," or "I like this room." But
did she get anything cool?
I don't think she bought anything. Oh. She just loves to go.
But when she does find something, it's usually like 8 things that she found for $3.22.
She goes on the last day. Yeah, she'll go on the last day in hopes that what she saw first. She's a real bargain hunter.
Yeah.
I will say this is what's cool for me, is that I love jewelry. I it's a weakness of mine or a guilty pleasure or whatever. When I was Googling rings like this that night, to give you an example, this looks like a John Hardy ring. That's a designer. It looks like a James Avery. It looks like a David Yurman almost. And that doesn't mean anything to you guys?
It means nothing. No,
James
sorry.
Avery does.
James Avery, you know that one.
Yeah.
Because of an ex who loved it?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. But this is what it looks like. And if you look at a ring a lot like this design for a John Hardy, it's not cheap. You know, it's not costume jewelry that you can just find anywhere. It's, handcrafted and all that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited to have it. And I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't just buy it to buy it just because it was a low price. I don't want to be that person because I always tell Phoebe, I already have a house full of stuff. I don't need any of this.
In fact, when the day comes time to clean our house, people are probably going to say, did these people just shop estate sales? What is their deal?
They wouldn't know. They would just think we're strange. They just think we have a big, strange collection of stuff. Sam, you've got to do one sometime.
I know.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jody podcast.